experience, please make sure that all of you have signed in as our requirements. And also, here we make all the presentation video as a record video to avoid the unstable network. So today, we will take about 1 hour to show you the following 3 parts. The first part will be our product presentation, and my colleague William will show you what is our product. And the second part will come to today's main part. It is the clinical demonstration. And our specialist, Mr. Aaron, will show you how it performs and with the DSA function. Okay, after the first 2 parts, then we also invited for our installation reference hospital, the doctors, to share their opinions and cooperation with perlove before. And after the above all of your questions will be shared and discussed in the question stage. Okay, and now since all of you are ready, and let's come to the first part. We are warmly welcome my colleague, Mr. William, to show you about the product today. Thank you.
Dear all valued friends, welcome to attend today's seminar. This is William from perlove Medical. And before the clinical demonstration, here I'm very glad to be standing here to give you a brief introduction about this model, the interventional blood panel detector serum system, PLX01008. And for this machine, it can be widely used in peripheral vascular diagnosis and adjuvant therapy. And it's often used in interventional hematology, respiratory, and other departments to carry out the vascular interventional surgeries. At the same time, it can be used in the orthopedic interventional surgeries or gastroenterology, gynecology, urology, and other departments to carry out the cavity-type interventional surgeries. So you may wonder how this machine can realize such wide applications. So now let's move to another part. I will show you how it can realize this. So for now, I will show you how we can realize such wide application. First, on the one hand, is the spatial and powerful image chain. For this machine, it comes with a high-frequency, high-voltage generator with 25 kV output power to ensure more stable and high-quality X-ray source from the very beginning. And the rotary anodes with a dual focus, small one 0.6 and the large one 1.3 millimeters. And the thermal capacity can reach to 1,000 kilojoules. So it means it can meet the high-intensity exposure needs and to ensure the long-time interventional surgeries performed successfully. And for the blood panel detector, we use large size 12 times 12 inch Thales dynamic blood panel detector, which the size is the biggest in the market, and it can provide you large field of view and better quality images. And also for the large human body parts like the abdomen and the lumbar, one exposure can cover the whole human body part. So it can reduce the unnecessary radiation dose caused by the repeat radiation dose, which can make a good effect to protect doctors and the patient's health. What I also want to mention here is that there is a lefting range of the blood panel detector. So it means the blood panel detector can be left up and down. And so during the operation, the FPT can be much closer to the patient, so that it can help you to reduce the magnification so that to provide the best quality of the images. And here you can see is our workstation. It's equipped with two 21-inch 2 mega medical grayscale screens, and also it can be rotated at a large angle. So it can facilitate the users to observe the images at different angles. And also, the standard COM 3.0 interface is also available here, which can easily to connect to the hospital PAC system and realize the information sharing and the collaboration between different departments. Okay, about the first part about the powerful image chain to ensure you realize such a wide application. And so now let's move to another part, how we can ensure you the wide application. Now let's move to the second part, is about the powerful and spatial functions about this CRM system. Firstly, the PLX7100A equipped with the remove grid, which can be easily moved by your hand, which plays an important role in this those sensitive patients like the children and the elderly. With this design, we can not only provide you high-quality images, but also with very low skin dose, so that it can make a good effect to protect doctors and patients' health. Second, the CRM brain adopts 5-dimensional electric control, and here are some components in the CRM system to help you to control the mechanical movement. And you can see, when I push these two buttons, the CRM can be left up and also it can be left down. Totally, here the movement range is 400 millimeters. And second is the CRM can be moved. You can see the CRM can be moved forward. Also, the CRM can be moved backward. And the next one is that the CRM can play around the orbit. You can see when the CRM can play around the orbit. And totally the range is 120 degrees. Next one is that the CRM can be rotated. That means it can be rotated in a circle. That also means it can be rotated by 316 degrees, as you can see. It can be rotated. Because the table is listed here, so I will not show you the full circle, just to show a little range of this. As you can see, here the 4-dimensional mechanical movement, and last one is what I have mentioned before, is about the lifting of the rectangle detector. All this style mechanical movement is designed to have doctors to set the position very easily and quickly, greatly improve their work efficiency. For the third one, you can see here it's equipped with two 10.4-inch human body graphic touch screen. With this touch screen, it can help you to realize more functions, and you can see you can help you to choose different working models. And also, it can help you to choose different human body parts for exposure. And when you choose the one exposed body part, the parameter is fixed. But the doctors can change the parameters according to their experience. You can see it can change the parameters according to their experience, to ensure that it will provide you the best quality images, but also with the most suitable parameters. Except the control panel, here also it is equipped with a backside controller. With this, it can also realize some operations and functions like this touch screen. It can also help you to choose the working models and control the mechanical movements. And more important is that when you need to do the operations, you do not need to go into the CRM system to realize this operation, like the mechanical movement or the parameters setting. You can just stand near the surgical table to achieve these operations. And more important is that it's equipped with some DSA roadmap, landmark, and these functions to help you to meet the DSA imaging requirements. And for this part, later our specialist Aaron will give you more detailed information about this part. And also, you can see the C-arm can be linked with the DSA injector. All this is to help you to realize the DSA imaging requirement. About this part, lecturer Aaron will give you more detailed information. Please keep an eye on it. Okay, that's all my brief introduction about this C-arm system, ELA71008. Thanks for your time and thanks for your listening. And next, we'll move to another part. We are very honored to invite our marketing specialist, Mr. Aaron, to give you the clinical demonstration. Let's welcome.
Okay, so thanks for my colleague, Mr. William, to show you the first part about the product. And I think from his presentation, you may know the general knowledge of this product and how it performs. So, like our today's topic, it is the interventional and clinical demonstration. Next part, it will be our marketing specialist, Mr. Aaron, to show you how it performs the DSA function and show you the images. So let's see. Welcome, Mr. Aaron.
Hi everyone, my name is Aaron Zhang, the marketing specialist for perlove medical. This is my partner Chen Kang, senior imaging clinical specialist. Today we're honored here to give you a digital subtraction angiography simulation for the CR7100. So as you can see, we have a dummy plastic attachment on plastic tube on the table, which will be demonstrate how the angiography works later. And as you can see, I'm now wearing a lead apron, which means I'm going to operate in the observation room by using two extension monitors. Also, we have a DSA injector. The syringe is filled with contrast media and will be automatically goes into the plastic tube to show how the subtraction is done. Of course, we also have a table control tablet. It shares with the same interface as the C-arm of the touchscreen camera on the C-arm. So you can see you can have radiography or fluoroscopy. But the most important, it has DSA option. That means the doctor can proceed a DSA operation right side at the table. So that's all about the C-arm. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's head to the observation room for further operation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the observation room. You can see we have two extension monitors right here, which we can operate the C-arm right to the workstation. And also we have a foot switch for the exposure control. So as you can see, this is the interface for C-arm workstation. You can have your patient file management right here, or for the image capture, or image editing. So let's create a new file for first. Now the first thing we can do is to take a fluoroscopic image. So we can press the yellow paddle of the foot switch. Now the fluoroscopic image is done. Next, choose DSA option, and then press the blue paddle of the foot switch. So the contrast media goes in, and the bone disappears, leaving only the blood vessel behind. And that's for all the DSA simulation. So that's about the DSA feature for DCR. But before the end of the demonstration, I'd like to show you some of the clinical images taken by DCR and explain to you what kind of DCR can apply to. So as you've been told before, the 71000 has a maximum output power of 25 kilowatts, which means it can capable for participating in most of the peripheral vascular interventional radiology. So what you see right now, the subtraction image of the ileal tract artery. You can see the contrast agent goes through the internal and external iliac artery from the right common iliac artery. During this subtraction, the ileum and sacrum disappears, leaving only the blood vessel behind. And this is the image of a renal arteriogram of the left kidney. In this angiography, an incision is often made at the iliac artery or the femoral artery, then use the catheter to advance through the aorta and arrive at the renal artery. Contrast media are injected into the artery to confirm whether there's a stenosis around here. For example, if a renal artery aneurysm is diagnosed, a PTA, percutaneous transcatheter angioplasty, may be performed. During this procedure, radiologists may use inflatable balloon to expand the narrow part of the artery, then implant a mesh stent to create a passageway in the artery, making sure the kidney to get enough blood supply. Now, this is an angiogram of the liver. One of the established interventional procedure for cancer treatment is transcatheter embolization. Take this image, for example. In this case, the patient was diagnosed with stage 2 hepatocellular carcinoma or liver cancer. The tumors are resectable due to metastasis. Therefore, a minimally invasive embolization therapy called TACE, transartery chemoembolization, can be performed. Now, because the hepatic artery is the primary blood supply for liver tumors, the goal of the procedure is to deliver chemotherapeutic drugs or embolization material to selectively cut down the blood supply for the tumors, so that growth of the tumor can be slowed down and eventually be killed. In this case, the patient will inject with the Libiorto mixed with doxorubicin, which are common embolization materials for cancer treatment. Now, in some cases, the chemotherapeutic drugs can be replaced by radioactive microspheres like yttrium-90 microspheres to selectively radiate the tumors and leaving healthy tissue relatively unaffected. Such procedure is called SIRT, selective internal radiologic therapy. The PLS 7100 is also capable for performing non-vascular interventional procedures. The most common and frequent application so far is the image guided in gastroenterology surgeries. So as you can see, this is a URCD procedure with gallstone extraction. It combines gastrointestinal endoscopy, as this one, and with X-ray to treat problems of bile and pancreatic ducts. In order to extract the stones out, the endoscope is the first in through the mouth, advancing through the esophagus, and then deliver at the duodenum. Then sending a balloon to expand the major papilla via catheter. The stone basket is later entered the common bile duct through the papilla to extract the stones out. Please notice the contrast agent is injected to confirm the obstructed bile duct is cleared. Now the image is just received from Branch Hospital of Nanjing Wulao Hospital. It is one of the largest comprehensive hospital in Nanjing, which is also a long-term business partner of our company. Take this gastroenterology department, for example. It is recorded that an average of 200 cases of ERCD procedure can be performed every month. Now, other non-vascular interventional procedures, including PCNL, percutaneous nephrostomy for removing kidney stones, or neurolysis for the treatment of neuropathy, can also be available as surgical options. Now, in addition to the clinical use mentioned above, the 71,000 has available to participate in the orthopedic surgeries. For example, when it comes to the treatment of the spinal deformities, scoliosis, or degenerative disc disease, the 71 can be used for bone imaging and precisely targeting the implant position. You can see we have a pedicle screw emplacement at L4 and L5, both at lateral view and AP view. This is a case of vertebral plasty, and this is the process for the cement injecting. All right, thanks for watching, and that concludes our demonstration of the CR3100. If you have any questions, please feel free to consult with our sales team. Goodbye. Hi everyone, my name is Zhang.
Okay, just wait for a second. Okay. Okay. Okay, hello everyone. Get your attention, please. So I think that from the above two parts for the presentation, first part, the product presentation, And the second part is about the clinical demonstration by Aaron to show you about how it performs with the DSA function, and also show you about some clinical images we took by this machine. So I think you must have some questions, but before that, please hold on. And we are very great honor to have invited Dr. Yuji Di from Philippine Orthopedic Center and to share his experience and cooperation with perlove. So welcome, Dr. Di. And now let's see.
Thank you, Melody. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Eugene D. I'm a radiologist, head of the radiology department in Philippine Orthopedic Center. And my work as the head of radiology involves also evaluation of the different equipment that's coming into our department. And in 2017, we were introduced to a company called perlove, and they presented their machine, a C-arm, with an image intensifier, and this was different from what we usually have, because from the time I entered the Philippine Orthopedic Center back in 1992, the hospital had only one C-arm. But then as the time passed, there was increasing need for upgrading our C-arms and adding on the number of C-arms being utilized in our operating room by the orthopedic surgeons. The orthopedic surgeons in their practice now involves a lot of image guidance, and they needed the C-arms for their surgery in order to shorten the time of surgery and increase the accuracy of implant placement. So in 2019, the hospital was able to procure a perlove PLX 7000V model, and we were able to use it up to this present time, and we didn't have any problem with the machine, and the volume of surgeries we're doing, that machine has undergone around 2 patients a day, or 2 procedures a day, and averaging around 80 to 90 cases per month. And from 2019 up to the present, it is still functional. And the only problem we had encountered was the breaking of a motor band, which was easily replaced. Even the spare part was sourced locally in Manila. At that time, because of the COVID lockdown, it was difficult to be importing that spare part. But the local service personnel was able to procure that spare part and place it into our C-arm. And again, the perlove C-arm was again functioning. So the time has been changing, and we have seen that there is improvement of the orthopedic practice. The orthopedic surgeons now are going towards a minimally invasive manner of placing implants and doing surgeries. Decompressions of the spine and other procedures are now under a minimally invasive procedure. And because of this, there is a increasing need for image guidance during surgery. And as we have migrated from the analog to the digital format, the newer versions of the perlove C-arms that are being introduced to our hospital are very much interesting because they have a lot of models, and we have been reviewing the different types, and we are really interested in being able to procure one unit of a digital C-arm that is capable of doing interventional procedures or guidance, and the digital subtraction angiography in order to do some venogram and embolization of tumors. And therefore, the presentation today is of interest to us because these are the types of the digital flat plate panel devices which are giving more impressive images as in the guidance of the orthopedic surgeons. And we hope that in the near future, we would be able to get one more perlove C-arm or even more perlove C-arm into our new building, the Apex Orthopedic Apex building, which would be housing the minimally invasive procedure operating rooms. And we hope to see these digitalized C-arms in our new hospital. And again, we have experienced the use of perlove in the analog form, and we are hoping to be able to use it in our future hospital in the digital format as presented today. So thank you very much for your attention.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Yuji, and thanks for your valued attendance and your shared experience on the C-arm. Yes, just like Dr. Yuji said, it is a great trend for the C-arm to develop from the traditional image intensifier C-arm to the flat panel detector C-arm. So that's what we do. Plus, we are keep do the innovation on the C-arm to develop, and we have more than 10 models at this moment. Okay, so next, I would like to introduce for you is our another valued guest from Spine and Nerve Hospital. Welcome, Dr. Ditapong, and let's see his story with perlove. Okay, let's see the video.
I'm Dr. Ditapong. Before I used the arm for perlove, but now I decided to use the panel because the panel basically is, the picture is much better, it's clear in quality and picture response. And also for the panel, we reduce the radiation dose to the unit. If compared to the panel machine from perlove for another company, you see the big advantage not only for the panel, for automatic adjustment. Because if you can use automatic adjustment, you don't need for technician to use it. You can use nerve, it's easy to use and user friendly. We can reduce the man out and cost of technician. The first of all, we think about the tolerance of the machine, quality of the machine, and also easy user, because the manpower in Thailand also higher. The cost of manpower and service, after sales service. The most important for us is the cost effectiveness. If cost effectiveness is to be number one in high ranking for us. If we compare to cost effectiveness for all modalities, not only for the quality of food, but we have to see the whole picture of the CR. We already have 4 CR in our hospital.
Okay, so the above is all our presentation for the video. So I would like to mention for you a short summary. The first part we show you is our product presentation, and to let you know what is this product and how it functions. And the second part, our specialists show you the clinical demonstration, how to do the procedure and its application. And then we show you the opinions from our cooperated partners from Dr. Ditapong and Dr. Yuji. Thanks for all the above. And now I would like to introduce my colleague, Ms. Betty, and our specialist, Mr. Aaron. And they will come for you for the next part, the question and answer stage. I think all of you must have some questions, no matter for the operation or for the use or for other concerns that you are care about. So right now it's your time. We will open the microphone. Yeah, so, okay, Jerry, please open the microphone for all the persons, all the attendees. Right now you can open your microphone. And we will come to our last part about the question and answer stage. Yeah, okay. So let's welcome my colleague, Miss Betty. Betty, come here. Yeah, I see some of your friends. Yeah, okay.
Hello, everybody. Dear customers and friends, welcome to come attend today's presentation. My name is Betty, and your friend. I'm the overseas sales manager in Southeast Asian market. Welcome. This is my colleague, our clinic manager.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aaron, the marketing specialist. Today I'm here to honestly review some answers about some product or clinic issues. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Yes, so after our about the presentation of our high-end flat panel cell machine, I think some of you have some questions. So feel free to ask us some questions in this part. Hello, is that Mark? Oh yes, I got the message from the doctor, and after the application of our this kind of flat panel cell machine, and also asked if this machine could do the DSA function. Oh, okay, yes. So maybe just our colleague also mentioned, and the major application of this flat panel cell machine is for mostly application of orthopedic surgery, also for the interventional surgery and the DSA function, and major for the peripheral vascular angiography. So we can call it is the cost-effective flat cell machine because it has a wider application. Okay, we see one question. Wait. Okay, thanks for your question. Oh yes, so I thought Daryl, thanks for your question. You asked the product advantage compare. Yes, for the advantage of our machine, it is just we also mentioned. So it is firstly it is the cost-effective model with very widely applications and with such as DSA and peripheral vascular angiography, also for ERCP, and all function for the orthopedic surgery and the supply surgery. So it also has the, for the sales of this product, it also has many advantages, such as it has large size, 30 centimeters flat panel detector. So it could get the large wheel of field for the doctors and only one time exposure to get the large parts of the human body. Besides, it also has a good parameters of the flat panel detector, so it could compare to the image intensified cell machine. It could get sharper image Besides, for all this cell machine, it has the flexible motorized movement. So also you could check the SID could be adjustment. And so which means we could adjust the flat panel detector, could reduce the distance between the patients and the flat panel detector, so could get the sharper image.
All right, see one question. Burner and
Yeah, Burner.
So Shigo, is that right? Did I pronounce right? Sorry. So
yeah, thanks for your question.
Concerned about concerned about radiation dose during to regular cath lab and UCL that they produce less dose to patients. Well, I'll give you the answer. So there are two factors that influence the dose for the CR. The one is the tube cover, which is the MA unit. It is for the electronics that can proceed to the X-ray electron. And the other one is tube voltage. That is about how much energy the generator can produce to accelerate the X-ray. So the more powerful the generator is, the better image the CR can provide in the interventional surgery. As you know, the 7100 has a maximum power of 25 kilowatts. That means that it can perform a variety case of interventional surgery, but it has, by compared to the conventional limb or mounted CR like a GE or Philips, that is much lower. In addition to that, we also have a pulse fluoroscopy. During the pulse fluoroscopy, that means the power the electronics can be intervened during the exposure. That means it can produce less dose in the procedure.
Okay, thanks for your question. And I also, yes, sure, we will think the information of this point of today's presentation to offer you. Thanks. And I check another question. Yes, in Thailand market, we installed many CR machines, especially just our reference site, Dr. Ditapong, just said something in this video. This name is SS Spine and Nerve Hospital in Bangkok. The doctor bought around 4 units of our CR machines in his hospital. Thanks for Mr. Luke. Your question is this system can be upgraded to have 3D construction in future. Maybe, but now, with this last year, we have also new launched high-end model is 3D flat panel CR machine. That kilowatt is 5 kilowatts, but it is high technology, could connect with robots. Yes, it is another model, is the overhand model, PS7500. So is there any question? Okay, so if that case, we also could summarize some common questions from the different customers. Then we can speak some questions. Then our clinic manager could answer. Okay. So wait a moment. Thanks for your attention. Wait a moment. Okay, So we also collect some common questions from the different customers. So maybe there is helpful for some viewer there. So let's see. So maybe we can select some questions. So we see the first question: what function does this model have? Is there DSA function and it can meet heart surgery or not? So our colleague will answer here.
So yes, the 7100 is capable of treating a variety of vascular interventional radiology. For example, if you have let's say aortic aneurysm, you can do for endovascular aneurysm repellment. That is let's just inflate the stent into the aorta to make sure the blood can go through the blood vessel. Or you can perform let's say chemoembolization. So if you have a liver cancer, you can perform TACE, that is transcatheter chemoembolization. So that is so that's the vascular surgery that the PLM 7100 can do. In addition to that, it can also be participating in the non-vascular interventional radiology. For example, in the gastroenterology department, you can perform a ERCP procedure with stone traction, or in PCML independent lithotomy. That is by the image guidance of this machine, it can perform by extract the stones out.
Okay. So thanks for the answer of my colleague, Ms. Allen. Yes, so this model could do the DSA function, and we also have some technology could have the also render map. Also, it also have the table size control panel, so it could check the parameters of the machine, and also could check the movement of the machine, could adjust. So let's go to the second question. What kind of neurosurgery can this model do?
Well, they can be participating in some fundamental surgeries. For example, you can preserve some minimal invasive treatment for the degenerative disc disease, or let's say kyphosis, or some vertebral disc herniation. That is for the spinal surgeries. Also, you can participate in some, let's say, peripheral neurosurgeries. So let's say, for example, you can perform a celiac abscess block for the celiac abscess neuropath that is injecting the anesthesia into the celiac abscess to ease the pain of the patient. So that's some of the neurosurgeries the PLM 7100 can do.
Okay, thanks my colleague, Ms. Allen. So he just summarized the application for this question, and after our presentation, we also prepared some facts about this specific application for this question. And so we go at the next question. Okay, we can see some questions. Okay, I just see maybe Mr. Luke just also asked some question about the frames for this model. Yes, this model, it is FPS, it is around 12.5. So I see maybe we just mentioned the application for this model. So it couldn't do the heart operation, and the one reason is due to the FPS. So because some surgery, the heart surgery and the cardiac the surgery and need the around 25 FPS and 230. So this is the why we couldn't do the heart surgery. Okay, so thanks very much. Thanks for all your questions. I think some of them maybe also have some other questions. Maybe you, due to some reasons, you didn't see there. So we also can summarize the answers to you later. You also can connect our sales manager later. Okay, thanks for your attention. Thanks.
Okay, so thanks for all of your time. And I think that today is a fruitful meeting for all of you, right? And so let's see how this benefits you have something that I'm here about the product. And we will share all the record video and the materials to you if you want it. And also later, and you already have the contact of our salesperson. You can keep in touch with our sales team, and we will support you all the time. So thanks again for all of you for the time, and I hope that all of you have a good evening. Thank you. See you next time. See you. Okay. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. See you next time.
Bye. 谢谢。
Yeah, bye-bye. You're welcome.
Thank you.
谢谢。
Okay, thanks for your time. Thanks. And any questions we can discuss later. And we will open for more of such kind of the promotion later. And I hope that all of you can join our meeting next time. And you can also share your opinions and some comments and suggestions for us for today's seminar. We will do some improvements and to bring you more of our other kinds of the products. Thank you. See you. See you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. See you. See you, Dr. Otong.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time today. Okay, Dr. Yuji, thanks for your time. Okay, thank you. See you next time. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
Melody.
Yeah, thank you.
Good
Have a
night.
good
Good
evening. See you.
Congratulations.
You're
Congratulations
welcome.
for your
Thank
fine
you.
presentation.
Yeah, thank you. And I think we can do better together with you maybe next time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I will share you more details later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, dear all, it's time to say goodbye. We will see you next time. And have a good night.